Hello. Hi, everyone.
I'm here too.
We have Jen back again.
I was here yesterday.
You were here yesterday.
Yeah.
So back is like
back is
not
back
100%
from
accurate.
Yesterday. I'm back again. Like I was yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. It works or something.
Hoosiers, technically, Jordan and I were first.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I was
there's
first.
that.
Jen was second.
Yeah.
And then Hoosiers is third.
Yeah.
And then we got Tishman at fourth. And Ghost Hunter, definitely not first.
Definitely not first.
Also,
that's okay.
Hello, I'm Ray.
Fifth is great.
And Shlebby, Cordell, hello. Tim, Mo, how you guys doing today? We have some more wondrous bits of metal that we're going to paint here. So we're going to have some fun with that.
Gold looks so good.
Thank you.
Looks so good.
Thank you. I think I really like how this is, but it feels wrong to me somehow. And I'm gonna stew on that for a little bit. There's just something about how this reflection is working that doesn't feel correct. I feel like it should be more like this. So, or maybe because it kind of pulls to an apex here. Here, let me try and zoom in a little bit. Oh wow, I can zoom in a lot. Sweet. So there's like an apex here, and then this kind of like goes down into like a deeper recess here, and then this sort of pulls up towards the back of here, and then there's like a ridge here. So I'm thinking maybe I have to pull like a broader highlight over here, and then a bigger highlight over here that pulls towards this. And then this gets much darker down into here. So I don't know. I'm going to mess around with that maybe at some point once I get more metal done.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think maybe after you do more on like the head, it might make it feel different?
Yeah.
Or that's the part that right now is...
Right. Or maybe on this side.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of cool. I hope you guys can see it. But if I look straight down, you can actually see where the shadow is on here. So that reflection actually goes like this. And then there's a little lip reflection here. And then there's the reflection here. So maybe it should be going sideways instead of straight down.
Gotcha.
I think that's what's wigging with my brain right now.
Yeah.
Is this shape feels like it's supposed to be curved like this when it's not.
Okay.
It's more flat.
So now that you change it like that, I can see what you're talking about.
Right?
I was like, I don't see what you're talking about because I'm seeing it so flat, whereas you're holding the actual thing and can see all the dimensions and stuff.
Right. Because this feels more like a specular highlight on like a ferrule, right?
Yeah.
Where you have that
where it is
that
more
center
rounded.
area
Yep.
that reflects light directly into your eyes. Right?
So maybe that's why you're seeing it and it's bothering you.
It feels
like
weird.
From the where I'm looking at it right now, it looks like it's curved like that.
Right. And then you hold it flat like this.
And it's different. Yeah.
And you're like, that's not right.
I get it.
It makes some sense down here, right? Because that feels it's much more curved.
Right.
But this particular plate right here is flat. So
yeah, I see what you mean now.
So this part up here definitely in shadow and should have that shadow. But this reflection should be like a broader reflection down into here, and then a reflection here, and then this should all be kind of similar value.
Makes sense.
So we might mess around with that today once we get the rest of the head done. But right now we're working on the head.
Jason's still getting milk, huh?
Still getting milk.
We honestly don't know where he is right now. So
that's true.
He left at like 11:30, and
he's not back yet. Unless that was him.
Oh,
unless that was him.
I'm right here.
Hi, we missed you. How was the milk run?
I am right here.
Was there still someone parked in your spot?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Was he still sitting in his car?
No.
Oh,
I think it's Darren.
Huh?
I think it's Darren from Imperial Outpost. He was here picking up an order.
Oh no, it was not Darren that was sitting in your spot.
The big pickup truck.
It was a big pickup. That was Darren?
That's Darren.
Oh.
I mean, he's here, and that's the only other car in the parking lot that I didn't identify.
Oh, there was a truck sitting in the parking lot for an hour, probably, with someone just sitting in the driver's
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
It might have been him waiting to pick up his order.
Maybe. But why would Not the same guy that was here earlier, Phil said. Okay. I don't know. Whatever.
Hell yeah, that's one.
Different truck. Okay. So that guy just was sitting and using our spot.
Bronco.
Probably.
That's the color. All right. Well, hello, welcome back.
I wasn't getting milk. What the hell are y'all talking about? What lies are you telling?
Dad went for milk run and never came back.
I'm only like 7 minutes late.
No, not today. This has been over the course of the last couple of days. Because
Yesterday
you've been
weren't
gone
here.
for the last
You were
couple
gone
of days.
Tuesday and yesterday.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
It's been a while since I've been here.
It's 2 days.
Being 7 minutes late, who cares about that? That's not a big deal.
It's only been 2 days.
I know. But we love having you here. So it feels like 10 days.
But because you were not here right at 2 o'clock when we started, Hoosier said, Jason's still getting milk, huh?
Yeah.
And we said we didn't know where he was, and then you walked in.
It's beer and cigarettes. I ran to the corner store for beer and cigarettes, kiddo. I'll be right back.
Did Jordan get a sports scholarship? Is that why he came back? Phil.
Damn.
Woo!
Kid's
Hey,
gonna
Phil,
be
you
in
got,
the big
you got
leagues
some stuff you need
someday.
to talk about?
I
Do we
better
need to
get
have an
back.
intervention, Phil? You got some...
That
Tell me about your mother.
is so funny. But Phil.
That was 2 years ago. Well, I heard you signed with the LA Lakers.
All right. Back to the metal grind.
Just going on, Mo.
That was quality. I agree, Hoosiers. It was quality.
You guys, Lionel Johnson is never going to get finished? What are you talking about? Oh, because I'm just never here? Is that why?
Well, I mean...
We had to take a detour from the Lion, to paint this passage.
Yep.
So
It's a worthy excursion, I think.
you guys forced me to, so
Well, hold on.
it's all your guys' fault.
Shelby forced you to.
No, it's your fault.
What? Why is it my fault?
Your fault.
I mean, someone made the challenge.
It's all your fault.
I was
not
browbeaten
involved
by
in
Shelby,
that.
okay?
Oh, here we go with the lies. Here come the lies, chat. It's starting already. Very worthy, she says. It was very worthy.
That's so funny.
Gabe DeLay said, which sport would you get a scholarship in, Baby J?
That's a great question. Probably none. I'm not much of a sportsman. What sport would I get a scholarship in?
Get an
Did
art
you play any
scholarship?
sports growing up?
Let's see here. I played some elementary school soccer.
That doesn't count.
I know.
We all did.
And then I played
Every human on the planet played elementary
some-
school soccer.
was it high school or high school or middle school? Football was in
Shot put? Hammer toss?
middle school,
Javelin?
I want to say.
That you did what?
Football.
Bocce.
It might have been high school. I don't really remember.
Tap
It's been a long time.
dance.
It hasn't been that long, dude.
I have really bad memory.
You
when it
haven't even
comes-
been out of high school 12 years. Barely 12 years.
No, I have been actually.
How old are you?
20 or 30.
33?
I turned 31 this year.
31. Right, so barely 12 years. You've been
I
out of high
graduated in 11.
school. So barely 12 years. 13 years.
Yeah.
And you're saying it was so long ago you can't remember if you did anything.
Well, like I said, it might have been middle school, which would have been 16 years or something like that.
I'm 53. I'm not that bad.
Yeah, well, I have a hard time remembering that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. Obviously, I cared a whole lot about it.
Not really.
Like, it was a really important part of my life. Like I said, or not like I said, but what the part of it that you didn't get a chance to hear was that I didn't stick with it for very long.
Who remembers 2023? It's so long ago. I don't even remember stuff from last week. But even though you're correct, wait a decade or two and it will come back at weird times.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's funny. I can believe it. Memory is odd that way. Sometimes it's just like, oh hey, here's a thing that you might have forgot, but definitely remember now.
Didn't care for high school at all, and OK Guardian. I didn't really either.
You didn't like high school?
It was just fine. Yeah. Didn't care about high school. I didn't like very many of the people that I went to school with. Had decent teachers.
Decent teachers by high school you's perspective, or decent teachers by
high school
now?
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be curious what your opinion is now of teachers with your experience in the teaching field.
Well, things have changed so much that, like, even just the quality, or not the quality, but like the subjects.
Oh yeah, I
that
guess
are offered.
teaching in general is just very different now, right? than it
Yeah,
was.
the just like the subjects that are offered. There's so many more options for students now, and I went to a really big school, so like big school district, one of the top school districts in the state, and we didn't have a lot of options for like electives and things like that. In comparison to what, even as a middle school teacher, the electives that my students had were more substantial than what I had in high school. So
Okay.
it was not a whole lot of opportunities to find my place or my interests, really, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big bummers that I had leaving high school personally, is I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I was just like,
Not supposed to.
yeah, but
I knew. I mean, that's the thing, is that, like, I feel like you
I
either
felt like I was
fully
supposed to.
know or you don't know at all.
Yeah.
Because I knew from a kid that I wanted to be a teacher, but
Yeah.
so
I mean, I fully knew I wanted to be Batman.
How'd that go?
I mean, I'm painting little bears. That's got to be fairly Batman-esque.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's pretty close.
yeah.
Pretty close. I've read the comics.
But yeah, I don't know. I felt like I needed to know what I was supposed to be doing with the rest of my life after I left high school, and maybe that was a failure of my family or the school or me. But I don't know, I was just like, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna go like work or something. And that, I guess, worked out for a while. And I stumbled into painting at some point.
You aren't Batman. I'm Batman.
I am Batman.
Yeah, nobody's seen me and Batman in the same room, so
That's right.
that proves something, right?
Yeah, how can you say that I'm not Batman when you've never seen Batman and me in the same room together?
Because I'm Batman.
But you're Batman? I thought I was Batman.
We just had this conversation. I am definitely Batman.
What about this? What if I'm Batman?
Whoa.
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 Jen
She
just,
said, "Whoa, whoa."
Jen throwing us for a loop here.
Whoa.
What if
Whoa.
What
Jen
if?
is Batman?
What if?
It's that Spider-Man meme.
Batman can't be a lady? We don't know.
He's Batwoman.
Yeah, I was about to say, there is a Batwoman.
I mean, my last name is Hoffman. I'm not a man because I have man in my last name. Just because there's man in the name doesn't mean you're a man.
No, Batwoman. Batwoman Hoffman. Who's your favorite Batman and why is it Phil? Megalodon, what's going on? Hey, Megalodon, I painted a thing of yours. His name is Heine.
His name is, in fact, Heine.
His name is Heine. Heine the Chaos Bear. Heine the Hug Bear.
Angry toilet paper bear.
The angry toilet paper bear, that is true. He's been a big hit, Megalodon.
Big hit.
It's a really neat model.
It's very
I have
cool
to
model.
admit, it's
like
very
that one a
cool.
lot.
I saw somebody posted the other day or sent it to us in their Facebook chat
Yeah.
that they had painted this whole set.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I saw it.
The picture was really bad, but it looked like they had done a very good, bright,
Fun.
high contrast job with it.
The legally distinct toilet paper bear. We're not using brand names. We're just saying he's a toilet paper bear.
Legally distinct toilet paper bear.
Legally distinct toilet paper bear. I love that didn't come from Game Delay.
You love what?
I love that didn't come from Game Delay. The lawyer. Making sure that everything's
the
Wait,
legally
Game Delay's a
distinct.
lawyer?
I mean, that's what he says. I'm not sure I'm ready to believe it.
Wait a minute.
I've gotten no actual confirmation or information that would lead me to believe that is in fact true. Ask you anything. Oh man. I wish I had watched more Monty Python and Holy Grail, because there's a joke I really wanted to make and I only remember part of it.
Megalodon said, now Dune and Cyberpunk did just release, so if I won't get in trouble for sending more stuff. Kimberly said, want my bar number? Want me to make a lawyer joke? I would like a lawyer joke, please.
Yeah. Can I get one lawyer joke, please?
Father smelt of elderberries?
What does BAR stand for? There's a question. Do they still teach you people that in law school?
What bar stands
In
for?
attorney school? What does BAR stand for?
What's black and brown and looks good on a lawyer?
Lies.
Hmm?
Huh?
He said lies. Lies are black and brown?
A Doberman.
A Doberman.
I don't actually get that joke.
Like you're gonna sick a dog
Sick
on
'em.
it? Sick a dog on a
Oh.
lawyer?
Here come.
It's about violence.
I feel like we're supposed to be doing less of that, not more of that.
Oh, it's about violence.
Woof woof woof, baby J. That's my dog impression.
Woof, 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 baby J. That's my dog impression.
That was a good, very believable. Very believable.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I really needed that
I'm
in
so
my
glad
life
that
today.
you let us know that it was an impression and not an actual dog typing in chat. That would be, yeah.
You think a dog would chat woof woof? Do you think that's what the whole shtick is? Bark. Woof.
Sounded like Timmy was in the well again to me. I don't know, but would she say woof woof woof, or would she say something like, I don't know, what would Cora say? She could type in chat.
If Cora was a
It's
Hunan,
like, Dad, come home and give me belly rubs now.
Yeah. Probably.
Dad, I'm feeling sick. Please come home now.
Yeah.
Dad, I don't feel so good.
No, she'd chat.
I
Oh
need
yeah,
belly rubs.
working. Right.
Or she'd be like,
You guys are just playing.
Dad,
you,
you
home
could
with
do that from
me.
here. You don't need to be there to do it. Come give me belly rubs.
Kimberly said, funny thing is, being a lawyer is one part of my life I'm most confident is absolutely real and completely made up all at the same time.
Huh?
You lost me there.
It's real, but it's also made up. Like how is this my life every day kind of thing? The completely made up part, because I feel that way a lot.
How is this my life?
Yeah.
How am I here
How am I here? How did I get here?
in a place
Mine is
slinging
all
bottles of
purely
paint?
good though. Like, this is so cool. How is this my life?
Yeah,
You never meant to be a lawyer? Did someone just did you just show up one day and start
Like,
lawyering?
so you're not really working out in accounting. So we're gonna try you over here
Let's
in
try
legal.
you in legal.
Mr. Delay
Mr. Delay,
to HR, please.
we need you to go to the front desk and change in your card. We need to get you the new one.
Said, yeah, I didn't know what to do, and the dean of my law school was a neighbor.
Wait, is that actually how that happened?
That's what he said.
And now he represents drug lords. My, how the world turns, Mr. Delay.
He said, try law school. So I did. I will not tell my friend's son that, because he's been trying to get into law school.
Yeah, well,
Without
we met a guy.
success.
We know a guy who got in just on a whim.
Just because his
'Cause
neighbor, said,
do
give
it."
it a try. But you really can look me up on the Utah Bar website. Last name Delay, first name Game.
I hope that it shows up. I
would
would
be
be
great.
so impressed if that showed up.
Game Delay, attorneys at law.
I would hire you.
I totally would.
Not me.
No.
Not me. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, though.
Two out of three ain't bad.
Pretty good odds. I take those odds.
Megalodon said, I got delivery confirmation for the Jaws pinball on Monday, so I will be MIA most of next week.
What?
Oh man,
Did you really get it?
I need pictures.
I am kind of
Megalodon,
jelly.
I need pictures
I'm kind of jelly. That's awesome.
and or video of you getting a new high score.
Mr. Delay sounds like a B-tier comic hero. This is Mr. Delay.
Said he will post in Discord once it's set up.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I am stoked. That's super cool, man. Very, very excited. What you got left on the bear?
I'm
What's-
painting the ground.
Oh.
Ghost Hunter with the link to the Utah Bar member directory.
Oh my god, he sent it.
I don't see a game delay.
I don't see game delay, liar. See?
You got Cyberpunk and a pinball machine? That doesn't seem fair.
Game delay is an imposter. Confirmed live on stream. You're non-painting, Rut. What? You took a break during the holidays and have not been back in the groove since? That's too long.
That's a bummer.
That is too long.
Don't forget, we gotta play our game of
You're off screen,
Legions.
by the way.
Oh, sorry. We gotta play our game of Legions at Gen Con.
Doesn't sound like he's gonna be ready.
Well, we gotta
He's given up.
do painting montage time.
He's hung his paint hat.
Oh, we'll go get another paint hat out. Oh, your Legion's already painted?
Oh,
then you're
cheater.
Good. You're good to
You
go
gotta
then.
paint a new one.
Yeah, I need you to paint a whole nother Legion's army. To be fair, I also need to get my Legion painted up before Adepticon. Because,
Star Wars Legions?
Legions Imperialis.
Oh, okay.
Pagani wants to play a game while we're there.
Go, Sue. They're talking about Legions Imperialis.
Legions Imperialis. LI for short.
Which, by the way, nearly done with the book.
The third one? The final?
Nearly done with it, Mo. You out there, Mo? Nearly done with the End into the Death Part 3. And I have to admit, there are some amazing moments as we get to the end of the book.
Okay.
You're her?
Yes, I'm her.
We're here.
Or here.
Yeah, the captain, I never can remember what her name is, but the captain of the Imperial Fists battle barge. They're huge phalanx.
Mhm.
It's like the biggest ship in existence. And she's the captain. And you've got Halbrecht on the bridge saying they, he's giving pushback because they get a little glimpse of the Astronomicon come through. And she orders him into combat. And he's like, what if it's a signal showing that Horus has won and the Emperor and the Earth are lost? And she goes, well, we didn't want to die sitting here hiding, did we? And she tells the entire fleet that's been hiding behind Saturn or wherever they've been hiding during the course of the invasion, because they weren't big enough to take on Horus's fleet head on. And they were there as a contingency clause to come in and get the Emperor should things go south. That was the whole plan for the Phalanx.
And then things started going south.
Well, yeah, and so they get the beacon. The beacon gets lit once again, and she has one of the best lines in a book. She tells the whole fleet, she's like, you give them hell and tell them I sent you.
That's
and then
awesome.
they all warp into Earth, so it's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Avian said, I'm waiting for your opinion about that moment. Livius.
What's that?
Waiting for your opinion about that moment. Like there's a big moment.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you that.
No spoilers.
No, without spoiling it, and that's hard, but we already know what the end of the story is. It's just how you get there that's the spoiler part, right? Everybody knows that Horus is slain by the Emperor, and the Emperor in turn is nearly killed by Horus. Sanguinius dies, all that. This is just a story of how all that happens. I will tell you that at the end of their conflict is very well written, but the build up to it was excessively long and tiresome. So the payoff was the payoff worth the build up? That's going to be different for everybody. The payoff was good. I think they screwed the pooch, so to speak, by taking so long to get there. It was just redundant nonsense to fill pages with the stuff that led there. They could have cut that in half and still had what they needed to build up the end, because it's not really twisty, but sort of twisty. I thought it was good.
Avian said, you will know the moment once you finish the book.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not done yet then.
Yeah, because you said you're almost done, right?
Yeah, almost done.
I've always wondered about shouting at someone, I'll see you in hell, because that means you expect to be in hell.
Yeah. No, he said, give them hell and tell them I sent you. There's just a lot of rah-rah moments that are really big, like hurrah for the good guys, whichever side you've chosen. If you chose the heretics, you suck. But
hey,
if you chose the other side, there's a lot of really good moments at the end of the book.
Got a product question from a songer. Just bought some noosh. Would adding a drop of that to 2 colors for wet blending work, or is that overkill and I should just be quicker with my blending?
You can definitely use noosh in that regard. Just realize that noosh's primary goal is to be a subtractive medium. So it is meant to help your paint move on the surface better, as well as extending its dry time. So with those two things coupled, it may not be what you want for wet blending. Now, we have some people say that they have had really good results with it, but understand that our glaze wash medium is what I would shoot you towards if you were doing additive painting. Additive painting means you take paint, you put it on your brush, and then you put it on the model, and you want it to stay on the model. Glaze wash medium is the answer always. Can noosh be used there in some instances? Sure. But what noosh is for is to put paint on the brush, put paint on the model, and then take most of that paint off the model, and the residual that's left is the effect you're going for, right? For oil stains, weathering, rust, all that kind of stuff. Now, can you also just paint noosh on and leave it alone and it'll dry and look like what you want? Sure, but glaze wash medium is the better thing to do because you're not taking advantage of what noosh is built for when you do that. So the answer is yes, it can. Glaze wash is a better idea. Glaze wash medium has extended dry time to it as well, so if you put that in your paint for wet blending, you'll have much better results because you won't find yourself fighting the paint moving around on the model. Because with noosh, it's meant to clear paint away, not put it on. So again, if I can really bust it down into one simple phrase, additive painting, meaning put the paint on the model, let it stay there, glaze wash medium. Subtractive painting, put paint on the model, take it away for effect, noosh. Okay? We should probably clip that and put it in a short or something.
I was going to say, Gabe, put that on the whiteboard, but he's not.
He's not paying attention.
I can put it in. I'll put a note in chat, though.
Avian says it's during the fight of the Emperor, to be clear. Well, yeah, I'm through all that. The fight's done. They're getting off the Vengeful Spirit is where I'm at right now. I got about a little under an hour left. They're trying to figure out what to do with the bodies.
Oh, I guess here's a question that I never really knew the answer to, or never really asked before. Did they have to build the chair specifically for him afterwards?
No, the Golden Throne's been around for a long time.
Okay, so it already existed. They just plugged him in.
Yeah, the Emperor sat on the Golden Throne at the beginning of the Siege of Terra. It was part of his big plan, but he took the throne to keep the powers of chaos at bay. For the longest time, they couldn't have any of the Empiric, like demons and stuff like that, couldn't even get to Earth. They couldn't be on the planet because of the power of the Emperor being so strong. That failed over time. And then Malkador took that seat, and of course he's not the Emperor, so that didn't do so well. As the Emperor went on to the Vengeful Spirit to go kill Horus. But it's got some nice revealing stuff. I mean, I think that the way that they've tied the story up and put it together, and I'm not done with it, so there might be even more twists, but the way that they've done it so far, I think, is it puts into good clarifying context all the things we've had all these decades to play with, knowing what the end was, but not having all the details to it. Mm-hmm. These details flesh it out pretty well. The way that they've done it is just not good. This is not Dan Abnett's best work by far. It has a lot of, what the hell are you talking about kind of moments where it's just like, I feel like, I'll go back and I'll say it again and again and again. I think that if we could really get the truth out of them, it doesn't feel like Dan Abnett wrote these books. It feels like he wrote the script and then other authors fleshed it out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like other people put the words on the page to make it as many words as they needed. I feel like he probably wrote the outline. And like other people fleshed it out, and it just has his name on it. I could be wrong, and if I am, shame on Dan, because it's not his best writing for being such a quintessential book in this series that he's helped grow. I feel like they really have shorted us on the quality on this one. They went with quantity over quantity. 3 books that could have been told in 1.
He's painting this model pink because our February Discord challenge is to paint something pink. And he is participating because of Shelby.
I was conned. It's a big con job. I was conned. I told Shelby that that if she could find a model that existed in the building that got me excited about painting pink, I would do it. And she brought this. So.
Well, she got to help pick the theme for this month because it's her birthday, along with like 3 other people who work here had birthdays this month, and Valentine's Day, and so she went with.
She made some compelling arguments.
He does say that he has 400 pages of notes that he created just to write the book. Well, it's 400 pages of notes that don't even tie up some of the most important loose ends in the entire 57-plus book series. So that's a little disappointing. Now, I still have a little less than an hour left, but he may be able to tie up all the other loose ends that I'm wanting. But they've missed so much that they should have been talking about, and focus so much of the time that they've done in 3 books to say nothing. They've told like a handful of stories, and they've all really just been one principal one, when there's a lot more going on that needed to be tied up. So it's just not great.
It is
very padded is a good way to say Avian. It's like Games Workshop said, we need to milk this for 3 books. We need the money. We need the time. It may not even be the money. Obviously there's a commercial value to these books, but it may be the time. Like, it may be that they're not ready to release the things in the game world that coincide with 30K ending, basically, right?
Yeah,
the business of selling models that revolves around all these books, too. So, that that's probably a large portion of it, right? But, I mean, that doesn't necessarily jive because we're just now getting Black Shield models for the first time in Horus Heresy. We're still getting models from like the beginning of the Heresy, so.
Oh, is that from the beginning of this Heresy?
The Black Shield started right after the Isvan stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's put together from all of the legions that got destroyed. The Black Shields are all the.
Oh, those are the survivors of Isvan?
Well, a lot of them are, yeah.
The
model they just put out is an Iron Hand. And Iron Hand's got decimated
I thought he
in
was
Isvan.
World Eater.
No, he's an Iron Hand. The black one in the Terminator, I think he's in regular Space Marine armor with the Power Fist. Have you seen that one? The one they showed like yesterday?
Yeah, he's got the World Eater, the World Eater thing on his shoulder pad.
No, that's a big chunk out of it. I don't think that's right. He's black armored. I don't know that he's a World Eater.
No, I'm almost sure he's a World Eater, almost 100%. Yeah.
I think he's an Iron. Oh, is he a World Eater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because on his shoulder pad, there's a big chunk out of it, but you can see half of the circular thing with the teeth in it. And
I don't think that's true. I think that it's the cog with the hand in it. because he has literally a silver power fist and black armor. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not.
Shelby
It even
said
says it's horror. He's a world eater. I thought he was with Iron Hand.
Shelby just said she's gonna add "got Jason to paint pink" to her resume. So I have very mixed feelings about this. Number one, I like it, but number two, it makes me concerned that you're building a resume. Why are you making a resume?
Yeah. Excuse me, Shelby.
Here?
What is this?
Shelby's building a resume.
Shelby said, "I think I should add "got Jason to paint pink" to my resume."
Fired.
Fired.
I'll take things you don't tell your boss for $500.
No.
Then the backtracking begins. The whole filling begins.
You done goofed, Shelby.
Okay, he was just a Terran-born world eater. Yeah, because all the Black Shields are generally Terran-born. It's not that all of the people who failed to turn were Terran-born, but most of them were.
Well, they were like the ones that were introduced after, or not like part of the
Before.
original. Yeah.
They were before
Yeah.
when all of them were taken from Terra and stuff like that. So
Yeah, because a lot of the legions both got troops from existing like legions, but also incorporated the ones that were from their planets a lot of the time, right?
yeah, I mean they had their sire's gene seed, but they weren't raised in that whole
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Game Delay has a go bag on the way.
Awesome.
Hey,
Very cool.
thank you.
I don't
Said
know
I got
what
noticed that
colors.
you
to use.
shipped
I
me a
think
go bag
greens.
today
I think
and
I
a lot
have
of
to do
other stuff.
greens.
On the base,
Yeah,
make it like super lush.
I think I have. No, not super lush. It's like mostly dirt with sprigs of grass.
Oh.
But I
Yeah.
think I need to do it more greenish than not.
Game Delay also ordered the mini case from Black Site Studios to go in the go bag.
Awesome.
There you go. Add it to your biography, Shelby.
Well, huzzah,
Always need a
huzzah.
bio.
I'll just throw back my legs and
When you go
pollute
on
my
your
breeches
speaking
with
tour
delight.
about how you got Jason to paint pink.
I was
Clark
going
John,
to say,
thank
to
you
have a
for the
world eater
sub.
that doesn't have the nails doesn't make a lot of sense. Because I was always under the impression that 100% of their legion took the nails. That's like part of their story.
There was something in the snippet about his character that explained why he didn't have the nails.
The MacGuffin.
Yeah. I mean, it is that. It is a MacGuffin. You're not wrong. But they did write a blurb in there, I think, to give you a
Cover
reason.
their tracks.
Yeah. To make you feel like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. They've created such a massive world. They've had so many cooks in the stew along the way. And so the stories branch off in so many ways that created open ends that never got closed up because, you know, who knows? They had less management at the beginning, possibly, over the stories. And so because they didn't have as big a plan for where it was going, you know, I know a lot of the authors have said that the plan for the whole heresy has changed along the way. And so you're always going to have like fallout from that, like certain stories that got started that are never going to get finished because they weren't meant for their current direction kind of stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of padding,
Yeah, and that's kind of a bummer, right?
well, I hate to hear, like, if you hear Abnett tell an interview that says he poured his whole heart and soul into this one, that really sucks.
Yeah, you're like,
I would much rather go back and read the worst of the Gaunt's Ghost books than these last 3 books.
which is a
The
bummer.
only thing that keeps me tied into these last 3 books is that it's the story.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
is the
quintessential part of
end.
the story. You have to know what
Yeah.
happens, so it keeps me going. You know. But like I said, this last book has had way more moments that I'm like, hoorah! Like, this is, heck yeah, this is awesome! You know? Than either of the other ones. The other ones didn't have any. The other ones were played out as like, I get it, like you need to do the chaos fanboying in these books because you're trying to build up the you know, the whole chaos journey through Horus and his power, and he's great and awesome and demigod and raw. But I mean, we already know it doesn't go that way. So
Source, we do have a rack for the paints, but some stores, especially in the EU, if they have a small space, they might not want to have the rack. But they can get it from their distributor for sure.
Yeah, a lot of stores overseas have limited space, and so we allow the international distributors to kind of, at their will and understanding, allow stores to not have to have.
Well, they can get it.
Paint
They
rack.
can get it. They just need to get it from the distributor. They can get it for sure.
Oh yeah, they can definitely get it. We've sent tons of racks over to Germany.
Sean O'John, perhaps a silly question. No, it's not. But is there any reason why a ceramic tile would not make a good palette?
Lots of people use ceramic.
Lots of people use it.
Shelby has a cute little cozy thing that she made for hers.
Not
She
a
made a fancy little.
not a reason in the world why you can't use a ceramic tile.
James Syram, I may need to invest in a Go Bag Evo. I'm leaving on a cruise next week and just coming to realize that it's 7 days of relaxation and I've packed nothing to paint. I think a Go
Ooh.
Bag Evo would be the perfect way to take
Yeah,
your
it sounds like a
paints with you on
perfect way to
cruise.
do that.
We've seen lots of pictures with people on cruises,
Yeah, go
trips.
sit
We
out
got
on
one
the-
with a guy
on
sitting
the
out on
deck,
the beach.
Set up your bag and have someone film you using the Go Bag on a cruise. That'd
That would be
awesome.
amazing. I have to see that photo. Please do it.
Yeah, people out on vacation in all parts of the world. We've got a guy in Europe that was using his. He was like out on a mountaintop using it.
We got a big racked game delay, that's for sure. Actually fairly compact.
Yeah, it does a good job of eliminating excess unneeded square footage.
Panic
well-designed
Bomb,
rack.
Slavic, hello.
Panic Bomb Slavic. What's up?
I think I say it differently every time.
Yeah, I know. I think so too. That's why I said it weird. Shelby, yes, I made a case for my ceramic tile, which she is now replacing for a wet palette, apparently.
She's fallen victim to the, if I'm going to be a pro painter, I need this. She did enjoy using the wet palette, though.
Yeah.
She was painting that last Friday. She really liked it.
Everyone changes the way they pronounce it. It's pretty fun. I'm sure we've asked you even how you prefer it to be pronounced. But
I mean, it's got to know, so it's
couldn't
Slavic.
tell you what the answer was.
Everyone does it pretty. Oh, yeah. Tiles are great. They work really good.
That's what at the GW stores we used for years. The
Mhm.
whole time I was at GW, they just kept stacks of white tile from Home Depot.
That's
and you'd
what they
go in and
use
get a
at those,
tile when you went to sit and paint.
at those pottery painting places too. They have just a whole bunch of them. You take it
Yeah.
and you go get your paint and you bring it back and
Super easy. Discount chocolate day, the day after Valentine's. I just
Ooh, I
don't
should
get why
go
the
buy
world
some
loves
chocolate.
milk chocolate so much. Horrible, nasty crap. Ghost Hunter, does anybody else sell white tile? Home Depot or Lowe's, you can buy a box for like $9 and get more white tile than you'll ever need.
True.
I think they're like 5 cents a tile.
Yeah, we just use a big chunk of glass. Big sheet of glass, painted gray.
Oh,
To
is
sell
that,
more chocolate in next year's Christmas cookies, Chuck. Dark chocolate.
yeah, don't forget, Jason is a dark chocolate kind of guy. To be fair, so am I. So, for what it's worth.
We don't do that other stuff around here.
Yeah.
It's like all the kids like you want to support. Like my nephew had his chocolates that he sold for school. Kyle,
always the
his
worst.
kids do the chocolates. It's all horrible milk chocolate. It's not even good milk chocolate. It's literally sugar painted brown. I think it's like not even doesn't have
Oh,
like a
Chuck-
chocolate taste.
Chuck, delete that comment quick before he sees it.
Huh?
Nothing. Don't look.
Oh, white chocolate. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Oh.
We will shoot the video of us burning it live on stream.
Ugh.
White chocolate is a lie, folks. It's not even cocoa.
Doesn't
It's
even taste
just
like cocoa.
sugar.
Slavic said, Jordan, that non-metallic is looking awesome. What model is it, and why are you only painting half?
Well, I'm painting one bit of it at a time. This is a model called Reach from Minework Games. We sell on our website right now. So you too can be the owner and painter of such a dope model.
It is amazing.
I
It
don't
is a
know
really
that
cool model.
that it shows as well, and it might just be my monitor, but there's a like a hand reaching up out of this
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
that is like grasping onto the robot's hand. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
Here, I can show you I have the box art here. You can see the hand.
Yeah, there you can see it better.
Fantastic
Empathetic-
original painting.
Empathetic robots.
Yeah. Super cool. I am a fan. I've always liked.
It's made by
Like
AI
robots.
lovers. Dirty AI lovers.
Dirty AI lovers.
Dirty AI lovers. Dang robots.
Right? The primer kind of, is so dark that it's hard to see what's really going on the
We got-
parts
we
that
got
he
good
hasn't
primer.
painted yet. Yeah.
What can I say?
With your thumb on the box, it looked like pathetic robots.
Pathetic robots.
Pathetic robots.
Saving humans. What a pathetic robot.
I, for one, welcome our empathetic robot overlords.
Jason, do you like the dark chocolate truffles that are covered in cocoa powder?
I don't know that I've ever
Those are the
had
ones that we probably had some of those in the box that Tamara gave us for Christmas.
them. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I would say yes.
Dark chocolate truffles with cocoa powder on them? Oh, yeah, those things are awesome.
I mean, you're literally talking to a guy that, like, I love just dark chocolate bar. 85% dark. Like, sucks all the moisture out of your mouth. It's so bitter. Just a shy sweeter than baker's chocolate.
And dark chocolate peanut M&Ms.
Oh, I'm a big fan. Dark
you-
chocolate peanut M&Ms.
Did you ever have those pretzel M&Ms
Mm-hmm.
that were out for a very short period of time? I really liked those.
They would have been better with dark chocolate as well.
I agree with that 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
But
'Cause
the,
I don't
the
like pretzels, but I
saltiness
like
really nice.
chocolate covered pretzels.
Yeah, same. Well, I don't mind pretzels per se, but
I don't like
dark,
pretzels.
dark chocolate covered pretzels are definitely the way to go.
Like those dark chocolate covered potato chips.
Yes, those are
That I've never had before.
Oh my God.
Are those really good? Oh, Jen's giving me the 100%.
Oh yes.
Okay, where does one find these things?
Well, they used to be like, so years ago, I had a friend who would give my mom and I each a box for Christmas every year from like Neiman Marcus.
Yeah, it was Neiman Marcus.
Yeah.
They came in a
okay.
gold tube like
Yeah.
Pringles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that started it.
But that was 15 plus years ago. They probably make them.
And it was like $20
Yeah,
for a
they were
Neiman
expensive.
Marcus Pringle
Yeah.
tube, and you didn't get
They're
as many
so
as would be Pringles.
Oh, no.
because they were so thick with
Yeah.
chocolate. You got like 20. They were
Yeah.
like $1 a piece. You were
So
like
good.
you were like eating dollar bills,
You're eating dollar
and
bills.
I didn't even care.
Loving every second.
I didn't
of
even
it.
care. I would buy them out of stock every year.
Wow.
Everything I could find, I would buy like 10 of them. They would limit you at Neiman's
Yeah.
when they first released them.
Wow.
And
That's
I'd buy like
crazy.
10. I'd spend $200 on these things. I didn't care.
But you could also probably just make them. Get a thing of Pringles or Ruffles would be good with it too. I've made chocolate chip cookies with potato chips in them, and like a hearty chip works really well for it. Like kettle chips or Ruffles or something
Okay.
really salty.
Okay.
So good.
Do I like chocolate brownies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, brownies and like chocolate cake are generally done with richer chocolate. I just don't like milk chocolate. I don't like milk. I never grew up liking Snickers bars or anything like that because it just weren't good. The only one that I liked was whichever one of Almond Joy and Mounds had dark chocolate. They were the only candy that had dark chocolate when I was growing up.
Yeah, I think Mounds. It's just the coconut and dark chocolate.
Yeah, coconut dark chocolate and Almond Joy had almonds.
Milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked Almond Joys.
Care Bear Stare. That's right, they did. They had the Care Bear Stare, right? Brownies are the best type of cake. Careful. Careful.
I like
Are
a
them's
brownie.
fighting words?
Them's fighting words.
I like a brookie. That's delicious.
Yeah.
Brookies are good.
It's too much. But
No, it's
yes,
not.
they're very good, but it's
Because
too
you
much.
only need a little piece.
The brookies are like big chocolate chip cookie brownie hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you piggyback a brownie on a big chocolate chip cookie. A blondie, is that the same thing?
It's got no chocolate. No, a blondie is a brownie without.
Oh,
cocoa.
without the chocolate, like a white brownie.
Yeah.
No, brookies are chocolate chip cookie,
With
a square
brownie
of
on
chocolate chip cookie with a brownie glued to it.
top. Not glue though.
Maybe you'll do killer brownies for Adepticon. Oh, you genius. You
Who's doing
hero
this?
amongst heroes.
Oh, Chuck. Ooh.
Wait a minute now. All of these good things are going to happen at times that I am not around, and that seems quite unfair.
Maybe you just got to take a quick trip out to Chicago that weekend, just for some brownies.
Should show up on Saturday.
Yeah. Where are
Grab
my
a brownie.
brownies?
All right. Nice seeing you guys.
I'm going home.
Shake some babies, kiss some hands. Where's Jen? Oh, she got the brownie. She's gone.
You just missed her. She showed up. She was here for 5 minutes, picked up some brownies, and then left.
Source would like to know, would transparent black and glazed medium make a decent wash for male armor? The black wash was out of stock.
Transparent black.
We're out of
and
black
glazed
wash
Not
right now?
us, that's-
Good God, we're out of so much.
That's not us. That's PK Pro or somewhere in the.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, I was like, we can't possibly do all that
yeah.
too, can we?
Transparent black and glazed and wash medium would make a great wash.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it will not be the same black as our black wash, but it'll
No.
be very good.
Yeah.
Just because they use different pigment.
It won't look the same, but it will give you a very similar effect.
We bottle paint every day around here, Game Delay. So, unfortunately, that's how sometimes things go.
Right now, we've just been hit with all of our distributors restocking from the holidays,
Yeah.
along with all of our
It's
stores all at
been-
the same time.
Been a lot.
And that's been a lot. So we apologize, but yeah, it's been a little rough around here. It'll stabilize.
It'll
get all
level
better
out
soon.
soon.
We're working through it.
Stabilize right about the time we release 18 new colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, that's funny.
Oh, remind
also
me
true.
to give you the metallic after the show.
Me?
I need you, before you leave, if you can,
Yeah.
to look at the metallic swatches and
Yes.
see which one you would choose.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, I can
kind
do
of
that.
blind taste test style.
Yeah,
Not a taste.
I understood what you meant.
But they don't. They will turn that and like use it against you.
They will turn it and use it against you.
That'll shut down your pancreas. I don't want anything that shuts my pancreas off.
Yeah, why? Whoa, that's like a thing we need, folks.
Oh, so Baby J gets to eat the paint, but we can't? I mean, he's our official taste tester.
Well, when did that
No,
happen?
He is not.
Jen's like, no, this is not happening.
Chat, would I lie to you?
Yes, he would.
Yes, he would.
Does it all the time.
Chat, have I told you nothing but the truth for like 9 years running?
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes. These are my people.
That's
I take care of them.
That's
I give
about
them
the-
the truth.
about the most.
So
truth
they
you've
don't have to
given.
go wandering around the internet hoping for it. They get it here,
Oh gosh,
firsthand.
what will we ever do, Jen?
Ghostwriter's like, I'm glad I finished my Pro Acryl collection right in time for 18 new colors. How do you blink through chat? What do you mean? Do you need help? Is that it? Blink twice if you... Maybe. No, take toilet paper back. Take that crap.
Hey, the toilet paper's there for Heine.
Hey, me. You take your toilet paper back.
Toilet paper's there for Heine. Just in case Heine needs a little bit of cleanup.
Swear to God. Frickin'.
Whoa. Whoa now. Whoa, Nene. Alright, we're...
Dark yellow green will seat in there pretty nicely as a little bit of a mossy color on my browns. I use dark golden brown so far.
New colors will be for sale the first time at Adepticon only, and then on our website and in stores following. Like April?
Yeah, late April, early May. Adepticon, well...
Adepticon...
Yeah, like late April. I
Yeah,
forget, Adepticon doesn't go into April this time around. It's kind of like the week before.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So if you attend Adepticon, you could potentially get them like a month earlier than anyone else.
Yeah. That's it. That's the way to say it.
Quantities will be limited, of course, at Adepticon.
Yeah, they will.
So get
and we
there
won't be
early.
ordering more in if they sell out. If they sell out, they're gone at Adepticon.
If you are there at the first day of Adepticon, make your way to the booth that day if you want anything new.
And if you can't find it, find a ninja.
Because it'll probably only last for like half of the first day,
Yeah.
would be my guess.
If you're only coming for like Friday or Saturday, yeah, find yourself a ninja that's there.
Grizz Christofferson is drooling over the robot.
Hmm?
Drooling over that robot.
Oh, thank you.
Not that the Super Saiyan Care Bear isn't badass too.
Super Saiyan Care Bear.
It is kind of right.
It really is. We can't bribe Phil and prepay for a bag filled with the paints.
No,
Nope.
he has strict instructions.
Does he?
He does as of right now.
Yeah, he does
Phil,
now.
Are you listening? Phil's like, I've already been bribed by 21 people, so I can't backtrack on that.
You sure can. Jen will show you how. Oh man, I love painting this robot. This is a blast. I am very much enjoying this. For those of you who have not yet taken it upon themselves to paint a larger scale model yet, it is a blast. I highly recommend that you guys do it. There's something so... Oh man, what's the
Buy
right
a texture
term?
trainer.
Yeah, buy a texture trainer if you want to start.
Trainer.
Oh,
Yes.
you guys are going to love the new texture trainers.
You are really
Oh my
gonna
gosh,
love the
yeah.
new texture trainer. They're good.
But there's something really cool about not having to like paint it as a miniature, like a gaming piece. So you can just do whatever you want. There's like even more so than what you feel like when you're painting like a miniature that's not for a specific game that you need to do, or if you're not copying a particular scheme, like you just get to do whatever you want with it. So you just think up an idea in your brain and just paint it and experiment. It's like going back to being a kid and just like drawing with crayons on the wall.
You still
You
do
have that
You
kind of
literally
freedom.
still do that.
There's
You
no,
should see his office.
no, there are no crayon marks in my office.
You should see his office, Chad.
There are no crayon marks in my office.
Shelby's like, I'll finish Night Bells one day, but today is not
You
that day.
will. You will.
Who's your favorite
When you're
co-conspirator, and why is it Phil?
Well, it is Phil. As far as why, I can't tell you. I cannot tell you why. Or we have a pact of secrecy between us.
You and Phil?
Yeah.
Oh God.
We have a pact together of secrecy.
Game Delay said that was an excellent response.
Notice how I paint my tufts. Don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy. Oh,
Paint-
yeah.
Paint your tufts.
No, you definitely want to paint your tufts. Because they're shiny if you don't, generally.
We've been thinking for years about coming out with a line of tufts, and if we do, we'll do them in neat colors so that you don't have to necessarily worry so much about painting them, but they're always really good idea to paint.
It would be cool if we did tufts. I would really like that.
I have been super close to pulling the trigger 2 or 3 times. I can't get a factory that can guarantee they can consistently get the same color.
Oh,
You'll
really?
notice that a lot of people that make tufts that don't make their own, the coloring that you call, winter changes slightly from time to time because the nylon is like secondhand market stuff, right? You get the leftovers from the fabric industry for stuff.
Fascinating.
There's nobody in a factory like making this stuff for terrain manufacturers. Why it's tough for us to do like custom colored go bags, because the amount of fabric you have to buy to do that is insane. That industry is built around making, this season's new dress, and you don't just buy like a, one roll of fabric to do that. Rainer, what is happening?
Thank you for the raid.
Whoa. Hello. Thank
What's going
you
on,
for
big
the
man?
raid.
How you been?
Welcome, raiders.
Hope you're all enjoying a nice, delightful Thursday afternoon.
Raiders doing all right. How's the paint today, all?
Great.
Pretty good.
We're making progress.
He's painting a robot, and I'm painting a very angry Care Bear. I don't know he's angry.
And the paint is pro acryl, so it is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 kinds of wet in my pants.
It's funny because I never really intended this to be like a limited color palette thing, but I've only used 5 colors on this whole model.
Well, I mean, it's doing non-metallic gold.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
guess
all
what
it is
color
so
it is?
far.
It's gold.
Yeah, I know, but it still feels like it has so much depth of color to it. And I might go back in and introduce a little bit more. The silver was a big one where I added the 5th color. Adding a little bit of, just a hint of blue really pulled it apart from the gold in a lot of ways. So that was a good choice.
I use a limited palette. I use pink.
That is true.
They forced me to paint pink.
It's true.
Fire Arc. Glad you're digging it. Yeah, our February painting challenge with Valentine's, one of the birthday gang around here, Schlebby, decided that she wanted to have it be that the challenge is paint something pink for February. And I said I was not partaking.
Yeah, you did. In no uncertain terms.
In no uncertain terms, I said, not it. And then she conned me.
You got tagged in.
She conned me. Darth Mullen, it was dark purple as a base, then dark magenta over the dark purple, then magenta, then a little bit of transparent yellow up around the shoulders to get a little bit more reddishness out of it, then another coat of thin magenta, then a dry brush of pale pink, and a wash of magenta and transparent red to get that hot pink.
Kingfisher
Real
Games,
simple, very fast.
Kingfisher Games said, "Oh, it took 3 years, but I finally found a good yellow paint."
Awesome.
I hope it's ours.
I hope it's ours. Has anyone checked out the AK Fact to Mini Painting book? You're interested in it for references?
What?
I mean, if it's Carol, then, if it's going to have good photo references, I can't speak to his ability as an instructor to get from where you are to where you want to be versus those pictures, but I can guarantee with his painting, you're going to have great eye candy to help inspire you to paint. And whatever they put in there will give you some insight into his process, which is never a bad thing for such a spectacular artist.
Darth Mullen, we've had fluorescent pink since Black Friday.
Yeah. We have dark hot pink
Part
coming.
of our fluorescent set. There's 6 colors.
Acryl is definitely one of the greats right now.
A new washing machine, T-Schmid. That doesn't sound like it's going to help you paint miniatures.
Damn.
Jen.
Jen's like, that is unacceptable, T-Schmid. I'm going to need you
Dark
to wear
hot
dirty
pink
clothes,
is a
friend.
lie. He's not serious. We don't have dark hot pink.
I'm going to need you to wear dirty clothes.
We do not have a dark hot pink.
Oh, we have one coming out.
No, but we don't have it now.
No. It's coming.
You paint on your shorts right now. I don't know if it'll come out in the wash.
It won't, unfortunately.
Probably not.
Acrylic paint is not great at getting out of clothes.
Ask
You
Ruben.
gotta get at it immediately. If you spill paint on you, it has your priority number one is
You're pretty done.
yeah.
It doesn't really even matter how fast you focus on it. That's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah. It won't be perfect, but you can get most of it out.
Do not listen to Nick Pye.
And the trick is, if you are trying to get wet paint out of something, you dab it with paint with the towel. You don't rub at the surface. You rub at the surface, it's toast. You're done. Step 0. You lost. If you dab and absorb that paint out of there, you'll get a lot of it up. But if you're in an area where things dry real fast, like here,
You just deal with it.
Yeah.
I just have clothes that are like, that's just how it goes.
Yep.
I have my work shirts, and that's kind of my standard uniform. And I'll go out to events, and I'll be like, oh, I wore the one with paint on it.
Whoops. Hey, I've been there.
People be like, what's on your shirt? I was like, my job.
My job is on my shirt.
Will Jantastic Scoop get it out? No, probably not. Not out of close. Get it out of your paintbrushes.
Hey. That's all that matters.
Plastic mat under your paint desk sounds like a very smart way to go.
Always make sure the top's closed before you shake your paint.
Mo said that's why everyone should just paint naked.
I agree.
I
Paint
definitely
naked.
didn't do that the other day. And I got paint all over me. I get one every 3 years. Is my rule.
One what?
I'm allowed to goof up and spray paint on myself once every 3 years.
Once every 3 years.
That's usually about how often it happens.
Wow.
One will happen every 3 years or so.
Fire Arc, thank you.
And
Glad
it
you
just
like
happened to me like a week or two ago. Luckily, I shook it into me instead of away from me. So instead of getting it everywhere, in the world, I got it just on me.
No.
Got it on my shirt, on my face. Didn't get it in my eye though, which was great. I did not eat any of it, which is even better. because I know that's where you folks were going next. And
No yawning.
people make fun of Vince for wearing an apron, but why?
People do?
I mean, why?
I don't think anyone should make fun of another person for
Anything.
protecting their clothing. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Also, it's like iconically Vince. That's like I would be surprised if he wasn't wearing one at a show.
Something wrong, Vince?
Yeah.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, you feeling all right? You're a little worse for wear.
I feel like at Nova we went to get pizza, and did he take his smock off, his thing off, or did he wear it to go get pizza though this that day?
I think, man, I can't remember if he was still wearing it while we went or not.
I can't remember.
Did he? Yeah, we went to dinner with him. At
He didn't wear it to
Adepticon, and
dinner.
he did not wear it.
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Out to dinner sort of functions, he doesn't. But he'll wear it around the, like, Adepticon, he'll be wearing it basically the whole time.
Game Delay bought some Goop 2 and more primer because I'm never going back to other primer, but I haven't figured out the portable lights for my Go bag yet. We just got from Amazon. Just folding LED light, like lamps. The bases come off. So you can take them apart and then they just fit perfectly in the back of the bag. Vince is surprisingly tall
Yeah, he's a very, 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 very tall person.
for this. Maybe because I'm tallish.
You're
as
also
well.
tall.
So I don't notice.
You are pretty tall.
I've shrunk a couple inches, surprisingly, because I'm old. But
My grandmother has shrunk so much. I swear she's shrunk like 6 inches.
yeah,
She used to be
It
like 7 feet
happens.
tall, right?
My grandmother?
His
You've
grandmother-
met my grandmother.
His grandma's like 4 feet tall.
Yeah, okay.
She came and I thought she was like his niece or something because she was like having a peek over the top of the bar.
Yeah. Like, I'll put it this way. If she were standing next to me right now, you would not be able to see her.
You have to peek over the top.
Yeah. You have to get on her, like, tippy toes.
Game Delay, the ones we have plug in.
Nope. Vince is tall and skinny. Like a tall, lanky kind of guy. But he's got to be at least 6'2", 6'3", something like that.
Maybe.
Sam's
Maybe not
very,
6'3".
Sam is also very tall.
6'2". Sam is super tall.
Scott is tall. Miniac is tall.
Is he?
Yep, Scott's tall.
Hard to tell when you just start seeing them in a video.
Well, I mean,
No way to know.
I've met Scott plenty of times.
Yeah.
I guess I've never really pinged him as being like significantly taller than me. But Sam, for sure, tall.
Yeah.
That man is tall. Yeah, Sam also just looks tall. John is like,
He's like average height, I think.
he's like average height.
Yeah.
He's like my height, maybe. Like I'm like 5'11" or something like that. I'm like pretty much average height.
That is not
So-
average, by the way.
Is it not?
No, 5'8".
Is 5'8" still average?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm definitely not 6 feet tall though. Not that cool.
Ghost Hunter said, I keep looking for Jason's Trapped Under Plastic podcast and not finding it.
It comes out this next week, I believe. They only release them every 2 weeks. So they record them much earlier than they release them.
Do you have fun doing the podcast with him?
Podcasts are great. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the highlights of being there.
Oh, awesome.
Sitting around for a couple hours, just shooting the crap. It just kept going. We could have gone like all day. Like the conversation was great. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a talker. They make fun of me during the thing. They're like, well, now that we know we got you on here, we were just going to ask a question. Let it rip.
Yeah, you do. You are a man.
Careful. Careful.
You're a man who
Careful.
carries a conversation well.
Careful.
That's a very diplomatic way to explain it.
Yeah, yeah.
Careful.
Hey, look, I can give compliments
Careful.
in places where it might sound like otherwise.
Careful.
I thought that my statement there was quite nice.
It was good. That's a good way to explain.
Yeah, yeah. Jason, you carry conversation well.
Careful.
More diplomatic than saying he's a Class A gum flapper. That wasn't me. That was him. I was just parroting what he said.
Thought I had friends here.
You do have friends.
Bunch of rats.
Friends tell you the truth. I'm not saying that what Mo said is the truth. I'm saying what I said is the truth. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for Mo.
Rat bastards.
It's only out of love and appreciation.
That's none of those things.
What? What do you mean? Couldn't possibly be anything else.
You're just repeating what the voices told you. Right, right. Now it's not your fault either. Right.
That sounds
right.
accurate. The voices told me to say it.
Game delay. If you have learned one thing about Baby J, what would that be? And I'm not going to like your answer because it's going to be wrong. The reality of what you've learned about Baby J is that he lies a lot.
What?
A
No,
lot.
no.
A lot.
No.
A lot.
Nah.
A lot.
Nope.
A lot. Like a lot.
I'm
He's a sincerely kind person.
a sincerely kind
That's
person.
100% true. Game delay.
Wait, did you say that's not true?
No, I said it's 100% true.
Okay. I was like, oh no.
So you don't have to deal with.
Jordan, Shannon, two nicest people in this whole building.
A lot of nice energy.
There's a lot of nice between those two.
That's probably
They make up for the rest of us.
The rest of us could be serial killers, and they would still more than balance us out.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
totally.
just go there. Jordan is a lying liar who lies a lot. You've learned he likes repainting his models. Never satisfied this guy. Never satisfied. Speaking of what voices tell him to do.
You know what I haven't done
What?
Repainted
on this model? I have not repainted this model.
I'm waiting for it.
The closest I've gotten is readjusting the color balance on the silver to make it more silver.
I'm waiting on it. Looking great.
Yeah. I'm very happy with this shoulder in
The
particular.
kind of bronziness of the silver with all the gold reflection. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Punisher needs to burn some credits. What are some must-listen titles or books that get us up to speed on current events? Already have Hell's Reach, Eisenhorn, HH, and
those
SOT.
kind.
When you say you have Eisenhorn, the Eisenhorn trilogy, do you also have the Ravener trilogy and then the Beckwin trilogy? Do you have all 9 books so far? Because there's also the Magistrate or whatever is in there. You have all, okay, you have all 9. Horus Heresy. What's SOT? Siege of Terror.
Said all 9.
When you say get you up to speed on current events, the Dark Imperium series where Gilliman comes back is what will get you the understanding of what's going on in 40K right now with Mortarion, Gilliman, all that stuff. I have not read all of the Lion book. I've started it. It's okay so far. And then there's, I don't know if it happens in the Lion book, but the Lion fights Angron, I think, at some point in some book. So that's probably more recent than I know in 40K. But if you're trying to do, I don't know, if you're reading Eisenhorn, then that's modern 40K, right? Hell's Reach is 40K universe, but It's just a slice of the world, right? Gaunt's Ghosts is in between 30K and 40K, closer to 40K, but obviously not recent events as that speaks. It's the Sabbath Worlds Crusade, so it's old. It's already been done for a long time when we get to 40K. So I don't know where you're trying to, when you say current events, right? I think if you're reading the Horus Heresy and the Siege of Terra, and you've done all of the Siege of Terra, like if you've read the End in the Death Book 3, you need to go through and read Valdor, Birth of the Imperium, which was I don't think it was part of the Horus Heresy, because it's precursor book. It's like, it's the Birth of the Imperium. It's Thunder Warriors and the first ever Space Marines. So you need to read that.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you need to read the obviously the Eisenhorn stuff, and then the Dark Imperium track that it follows Gilliman to the point where he's on the battlefield with Mortarion, because that'll bring you to current events of what's going on in the world of the Emperor and all that stuff. So
yeah, and
just read the orc
potentially
books.
Set you up for whatever they end up adding after.
Valdor is grumpy. I mean, Valdor has a purpose. He's a tool.
Is he a grumpy tool?
I don't know. In order to be grumpy, you would have to have feelings. So I argue that he doesn't have feelings. He's literally a missile that you just point, and he's going to do the same damn thing every time. He is a weapon for the Emperor. I mean, the Emperor scoured the planet to find him as a baby so that he could raise him, because he knew that was the person he needed to fill that position as the leader of the Custodes.
Mm.
Yeah, although he cries, he finally cries.
Speaking of not crying.
Speaking of one of our serial killer employees.
There we go. The remote's on the table.
Oh, right.
It's Schlebby's mom.
That's right, Shannon. By our powers combined,
Did
we
you
will.
just hear me say that you and Jordan are the two nicest people in this building?
I didn't hear you say that, but thank you.
I'm very honored
Totally
by this
100%
statement.
true.
Jen likes you for some reason, Shannon. I don't understand.
Well, I like Jen, so it's, mutual.
It works.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that it's mutual. Okay, what button do I...
You go into the...
Sorry, street.
I can't see it from here
I'm
because
so
I have
inept
terrible
at
eyes.
this stuff.
Not inept, just untrained.
Haven't...
You've not had the experiences of doing it a ton.
Oh, great. You? Yay. Oh, nice. It's beautiful. Look at what you're doing.
Game delay. When Baby J and Shannon are in the same room, does that damage space and time?
Yes. Yes. It is doing it right now.
It's doing it
I've
right
developed,
now.
I've
If
developed
the
a twitch in
stream
my right
starts
eye.
to get twitchy, that's probably why.
I've got a twitch in my right eye.
Oh my god.
We'll fix the world one twitch at a time.
Oh,
I walk in every morning and I try to say hi to everybody that's here. Sometimes I'm early enough that there aren't a whole lot of people here, but you know who's always here? Well, unless it's Friday and she's playing hooky,
that's right.
is Shannon. And I say, "Hey Shannon." And what do you say? I say, "How you doing?"
And I say, I'm doing great.
Yep. I'm doing really, really good.
Really good.
There's not. Okay, so there's been one morning
Oh,
where you were like, "I'm doing okay."
yeah, there was one morning, and it was true. It was an okay day. We were having some issues with a personnel at somewhere else. It was affecting me. It was an okay day, but it was kind of a sad day.
And I felt that.
Yeah.
It got me right in the feels when I came in, and I was like, "Are you all right?
Yeah.
Do you need a hug?"
The stream seems so much nicer now since those times.
Yep. We're moving in the right direction, chat. One step at a time.
Jordan, what is your... Sorry, I don't know this. What is your robot from?
My robot is from I don't think it's from anything in particular. It's just a piece of art.
Came out of a Cracker Jack.
It's from Mindwork, so it's
so
one that
Mindwork
people can
Games-
buy from us.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So there's an artist by the name of Donato Giancola, who does a lot of. He did this set of art pieces called Empathetic Robots. This is one of the pieces that he painted, and it was converted into a miniature.
That's cool.
So this person's also done a lot of very cool like Magic the Gathering art as well. I checked out their basically their collection of works because I was very I very much liked these robots. I thought they were very exciting to look at. So
I know there's at least one other empathetic robot.
we have 2 other ones.
2 others.
Yeah.
Are they all by the same artist?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a series that he did. Nick
Was
Pye
he a
says this is too
child
wholesome.
author?
Quick, tell a poop joke.
Right. It is too wholesome. Sorry, guys. I'll only be here for a few more minutes, and then you can go back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, there's Prometheus, which is really good. Where
Yeah,
it's
that
an
one-
old man teaching the robot.
Ghost Hunter, do you
I
mean
thought about doing that one.
an author when he was a child or like the author of children's books? That's interesting. The pineapple belongs on pizza.
Who is your favorite empathetic robot? Why is it Jacob?
Oh,
Chair
switching
guy.
it up a little.
Chair guy is an empathetic robot? I don't know if he's gonna like that.
I
title.
mean,
Oh.
You get
can
to tell
see
him, not
that.
me.
I can see that.
And sorry, Jason, what are you painting? I'm new to all this, so these things I don't know them offhand.
This is Heine the Hug Bear.
This is
Aw.
Shelby's doing, Shannon.
Shelby forced me to paint this.
Well, good on her. It's lovely.
It's
Heine?
done.
Heine?
Heine is done.
He looks so good. Or is it a she? No, it's got to be a he, right?
I think so.
Yeah. No, he looks amazing.
So good.
Ugh.
Got his Dookie Gold Flavor Flav heart.
I like it.
I am Heine Hine! I can't do nothing for you, man.
Shelby
Heine
said,
Hine
"Don't
got
lie. You were
problems of his
excited to
own."
paint him."
Were you excited to paint him? Did you feel like this inner joy?
When she slapped this model down and I took a look at it and I saw, like at first, it's just a gray model, so I didn't care. But then she showed me the artwork, right? The box art,
oh,
right? And I was
yes.
like, okay, that needs to be pink.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
I was like, okay, I can do a quick pink on that. It hadn't taken me long at all to paint.
Because it's
so.
for our February Discord challenge,
Mhm.
which is to paint
Yes.
pink.
Yes.
Has Shelby gotten you enlisted in participating in said challenge yet?
She did. I haven't yet had a chance to begin painting, if I even get to.
Oh, that sounds like copping out. Right
It
there.
is kind of a cop out.
You're copping out.
Absolutely.
You have literally just copped out, Shannon.
She bought me this really cute miniature when she was at
Las Vegas Open?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's like this cobra that's wrapped around something and it's holding a football. And
Fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. But I have to glue it together, and every time I get home after work, I'm like, "Wah." So I need to get, Jason's has some clippers and glue, and I just need to do it and then paint it.
Yeah, you do.
No, right. You can always do it during lunch too.
Gabe is here. He said, "Mom, you're on TV."
I know. Where's
Your mom's
he?
famous, Gabe. Your mom's
Where
famous.
is
Where's
he?
he? I'm like, where have you been for the last couple days?
Whoa!
I
Getting
know,
called
and
out
then-
by your mom
And
of all
then someone
people.
said he was sick, and I'm like, okay,
sick.
yeah.
Right, wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah.
nudge. Some video game got released.
A likely story.
Some video game got released.
Likely story.
Gabe's playing video games. Gabe's like not done with the level yet. He hadn't been able to beat the boss.
Gabe, in your defense, when I talked to Jason about this yesterday, I did an internal thought of all the games that have come out recently, realized that there weren't any that had come out recently, and said we're probably safe.
He's legitimately sick.
Oh, I was awake for only 4 hours yesterday, and it was
Ooh,
awful.
yuck.
Gabe,
Well,
no.
Bummer.
So Gabe, I need you to start washing your hands after you poop.
Yep. I don't know if you know that this is an important thing that you need to be doing, but this is an important thing that you should be doing.
It is.
I do. With my mouth? What the heck?
They're fine.
Jabe, that's not the right answer to that question. That's not how you answer that one, buddy.
Thanks, game delay. I'm gonna work on getting it done. That's one of my goals this weekend. I am gonna put it together. I
Oh.
do want to try to paint it, honestly. Might not make it for the Disney, but I am gonna put pink in it. It has pink in it.
Sounds like a Malort bender for Jabe.
A Malort bender? Oh my gosh.
He's become a Malort addict in his spare time. He hadn't
Malort
told anybody
is
needs an intervention.
Horrible stuff. Ugh. I cannot recommend anybody try that stuff in good conscience. It is. Ooh,
Oh,
not
Googled
good.
it, Googled it one day and I
so
can't
good.
remember.
What the heck? It's just amazing. You guys are really fun to watch.
It's
Well,
cool,
thank you.
isn't it?
you.
Yeah.
We love having the opportunity to do
All
it.
right, guys, I gotta go back to work now. I just wanted to come in just for a few minutes
Thanks
and say
for
hi.
coming in.
Thank
and
you
saying
for
hi.
sharing
Well,
your
she
She
presence
can't
with
stand
us.
not making paint sets.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah, it's true.
All right, bye, Shannon.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, Shannon.
That's okay.
She's so great.
Literally the best.
Now, do you guys see?
Also, her kids turned out pretty cool too.
Yeah, her kids are good too.
Admittedly.
Well, we only know 2 of them.
Jordan, you
Can't
forgot
speak
to
for
paint
the third.
half. We're working on it, Jabe. We're working on it.
Except for that Shelby girl.
Yeah, who knows about
What
her?
they did wrong with her.
Levy's a little iffy, but he's the middle child. He's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Wait, you're the oldest?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was the old. I
thought-
the
I
brother
thought your
was
brother was the
Okay.
oldest.
No, I'm pretty sure Jabe's the oldest. Is that what you just said? Yeah. He's the middle child. He's hit or miss. Who is Shelby?
Gabe is the eldest Fisher.
Well, not the eldest.
Well, of the kids. And the only one whose name doesn't start with the same letter as someone else's.
Your dad's pretty cool, I guess.
I think he's cool. He's got a cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have done better.
Their dad's name is Jason. Oh, your dad got you flowers yesterday? That's so nice. Did you get them for your mom too, I hope?
Yeah, no, just for the kid.
Just for Shelby.
So he's pretty awesome.
You create a brief repeating video clip of the eldest Fisher. Is it a gif of Jabe or a gif? Oh, a gif of Jabe or a gif of Gabe?
Oh, I like it.
Oh, I see what you did there.
The answer to your question is
Yes.
yes. Ooh, we're back to the man himself, the Lion, the L, the Johnson.
I finished a model.
Someone called him.
Oh,
out
did you
on
finish
it at
Heine?
the beginning of
Yeah.
stream.
Nice. Let's go.
He's done.
Jason finished a model.
He's done.
Oh.
Ring the
done.
bell. Boo, boo, boo. That's not a bell. That's not what a bell sounds like.
No, not at all.
Oh, can you show Heine for Gabe?
I'm gonna be honest. There's a whole lot of green on this screen right now. Like a whole lot of people who have green names. We were talking
Oh,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Heine and the lion. We march to war, Heine, with me. See, I can even write better than Dan Abnett.
Dang, the shade has been thrown.
That story would be better than the End into Death Volume 3.
Jason finished a model and Jordan isn't repainting one. I'm scared and confused.
Scared and confused. Run.
Yeah,
Sell
run-
your stocks.
Run far.
Sell your stocks. Get to prepping.
Don't worry, we still have
All
half
those videos
the
that have been
model.
warning you, the day is upon us. Not nigh, it is here.
Yeah, the day is here. All right. Now we are going to attempt to paint the front side of this.
Now I need that story.
Heine and the lion.
Yep.
To me, my son, Heine.
Can we see the lions, Heine?
No.
See the clap of those
I mean,
cheeks.
no.
Whoa,
No.
whoa.
No. I don't think technically the model even has a butt because it's all robes.
I mean, everybody has a butt.
Not all the plastic
Just
ones.
because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Oh, game delay changed to orange. Branching out, trying new colors.
Branching out. Trying something new. Stepping on up. Damn it, GW, get it together.
Where's the butt? Glad I don't have robes for a butt.
You didn't know you could change your name colors? Yeah, I think you just click on your profile, right? And you get like the whole gamut. John, what's going on? Hello.
No, that's Anthony Guido.
It's what?
Anthony Guido?
Anthony Guido de John? Okay. Robes for a butt would be worse than pancake butt?
You know what? I think I agree.
Not if you were on an island by yourself.
What?
Can't eat robes.
No. No, that wasn't. Nope.
No.
We don't like that one. We don't like that one at all.
I don't like this
What have
joke.
you
The
done?
silence. I don't like this joke.
Can we get another one? Can I get a refund?
To think that I was here for this moment.
I got more bangers. Stick around.
Run away.
Got your order. Awesome. We hope you enjoy everything that was in the box.
We hope you enjoy the box as well.
You know?
Dude, the box and the wrapping paper, it's
you
all
get
good
a box
for stuff.
and like this is a pretty good box. I could maybe use this for something. Our
We
shipping
do use
boxes
good
are
boxes.
Yeah, they can even be used for sending other miniatures out.
Just make sure that you put a note in the box if you reuse the box. Because that way if your label falls off and it gets returned to us, we know where it's supposed to go.
Yep. Big oops.
This is a real experience that we have had. Tangent, yes, he painted, I think, all of this on stream. You
What's
painted
that?
all this on stream, Jason?
The lion, yeah.
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 Tangent said, has the lion made an appearance on stream before? Wondering if I should go digging through the VODs.
Yeah.
Yes, you should.
Yeah,
You
from primed him. I mean, I actually finished the build of this model on stream, then primed, and I haven't painted anything off stream on him. I haven't painted off stream in a long time, actually.
Yeah, we generally don't.
You know what? Somebody
a lot
asked
on
that
these monitors
earlier,
off
and you
stream.
guys were talking about a book or something, and I missed asking the question. But it was someone had asked. I think it was like, how often do you paint outside of the stream?
Usually a lot more than lately for me. I have been inundated with so much work that it's hard for me to get the time. And when I go home on the weekends, I typically am not really looking to come back to the office because I know myself. I'll sit at my desk all day and work.
He does
So
that a lot.
I have
They'll
not.
be like, I'm going to go paint today.
Yeah.
And then 4 hours later, he sends me a message and like, well, I'm still checking emails. Something like that.
Yeah, usually I paint a little and then I take a break and go sit at my computer and answer emails, and then I'm trapped. Go down the rabbit hole.
That's why you got to paint with a friend.
Chuck said our cats love Monument Hobbies boxes. It's the catnip.
We put a little extra catnip in it for
Hoosiers, I used my last
you
box
cats.
from Monument to hand deliver all my Citadel paints that I sold because who needs them when you have Pro Acryl?
Awesome.
Yes, I support this message.
Gotta love the subtle hinting. You're like, oh, here's a whole bunch of monument boxes full of other paint.
AG
wonder
said
what
my
we do
niece
with these."
uses the boxes to make decorations. Make a little mailbox. Send notes. Lumberjack Tim going to what's turning into an every Friday paint session. That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm sure you mean that you're going to that tomorrow, because if you're going to it now, then you're early.
Yes, just a wee bit.
He's like, oh wait, it's not Friday.
Your friends say you need to get paid for all of the monument advertising you do? I don't know. Jason not painting at home even though go bags exist. The dog would not tolerate that, I don't think.
I don't. It's funny for me. I don't like painting at home. With the studio here, and with as many years as I have been painting live on stream, my setup is this.
Yeah.
Right. This is my painting setup. If I'm not at a show, like at a convention, I can paint there, and that's great. But for just me sitting around and painting, and I think what, I have to be honest. One of the reasons I probably don't come up here and paint is because we moved the producer's desk. And I can't listen to my audiobooks because the speakers and everything are on the producer's desk. That would run Audible and would have all my sound. I can't hear it from way over there. So I have to put my phone over here, and my phone runs out of batteries too quick.
Gabe,
so
I gave him a Bluetooth speaker that is out there that he uses when he's
my phone
making
still runs
paint,
out of battery
so-
juice too fast.
Huh?
My phone still runs out of battery juice too fast. Does it have a spot where you can put it on the speaker? No. It's Bluetooth.
It's Bluetooth, but it has a plug.
Yeah. I can just plug my phone in. I'm just lazy.
See? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Jade, awesome. Chuck and I are going to an open painting event at the FLGS this Saturday, taking our bags and gear, wearing my Monument Hobby shirt, ready to preach the tasty
Nice.
goodness of Pro Acryl.
Oh, I
Awesome.
love it.
Take out the tasty part. We'll know Jason's mind has started to go when he's painting at home and talking to chat that isn't there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good sign.
What font are the words on the paint labels?
Which words? So our Pro Acryl logo is in Impact with a custom leading and sizing on it. The rest of it, I don't know. Montserrat, I think, is our standard. But that may not be what this is. We have a design guide, so everything that you do with Monument has to be either an Impact or Montserrat. Montserrat when it's paragraph text. But this just may be Arial.
Will hats come back in stock?
At some point, yes. I need to look at them again. The company that did our embroidery at first went out of business.
Oh, no.
Way back. So I gotta figure
Wingdings
out.
for the win.
We were thinking about buying an embroidery machine and doing the embroidery here, but that I missed out on being able to buy a local shop's equipment that was going out of business, and it was super cheap, and embroidery equipment is not.
It's not that.
Well, yeah, it's an investment if you're buying it new, and we're not in that point where we do enough of it to really call it a business, so nor do we want to. But there was one we found on Craigslist or something.
Shelby knows exactly what T. Schmidt is doing. He said, I require an absurdly large label for reasons. He did ask for a wizard's butt label in like an 8x10.
I'm intrigued.
There's a font called Gaggers. Goodness.
What?
I mean, there's a font called everything you can imagine, probably.
You should make shirts that say paint liquor. Should. We don't need to encourage that.
Gabe's got a really good "Don't Eat the Paint" design for a shirt
Can't wait to have that.
that we were probably going to add in, but we just had, our biggest thing is we just don't have enough time. We don't have enough personnel and people to do all the things we want to do. It's always a struggle around here. I just had a lunch with a business compatriot, and I was lamenting the fact that we've always got way more ideas than we have personnel to carry out.
Yeah. it's 3:48 already.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
I know. I looked over a minute ago and I was like, "Time is flying. Quit it."
Quit it time. It is not time to fly yet.
Thank you, Game Delay, for that nugget of info.
What do you say this time?
There's not a font called Everything You Can Imagine, but there is a font called Gaggers.
We definitely needed to know about that. For sure.
Keeping us informed.
Don't stop. Don't go changing on us. Go
You're-
changing.
We have great views of both of your handles.
So, Game Delay, I have a question, or I have a statement. I want to see what your response to this statement is. Yesterday, I'm coming back from a meeting, all-day meeting that I had out in the Scottsdale area of Phoenix. Well, I guess Scottsdale is its own township, but so Scottsdale. If you know the Phoenix area, you've probably heard of Scottsdale. It's like Real Housewives of Scottsdale kind of area, right? It's all money and stuff like that.
Not all, but most.
It pretty much is, yeah, for what everybody else would know about it, it's pretty much all, it's Moneyville. And on my way home, I drive through this area of town called Paradise Valley, which is like Rich Peopleville on steroids. It's old.
Again, most of it, not all of it. But
It's like $10 million plus homes. And the road is something Ranch Road.
Doubletree Ranch Road.
Doubletree Ranch Road. And as I'm driving down this street to get out, I'm staring at all these houses just being blown away by the grandeur of this area. And they're not gaudy. They're like super, super nicely done homes. Like, you know, and as I'm driving down the road, I'm thinking to myself, I've heard of this road before. This Doubletree Ranch Road. Not a road I've ever driven on in my life, but I've heard of the name, and I'm trying to place as I'm going down. You know, it's one of those things that's nagging at me as I'm driving down. It's a long road. And as I'm about halfway down, I go, oh, this is the street our attorney lives on.
That's
Our
so
corporate
funny.
attorney works out of his house, and his house is on that road, and there is not a single house on that road that I want to know my attorney lives in.
Yeah.
So Game Delay. Yeah, they've got mixed income housing. It's either the multi-millions or the multi-multi-million homes.
And yes, the PGA was in Scottsdale last week, and we are sorry. Not.
We're not
Good
sorry. We didn't do anything.
of
They
what-
let drunk people
of
in.
what Arizonans are like.
Wait, what happened?
I mean, that's what you get when you let in non-golf fans.
Completely embarrassing.
They stopped, from what we understand, they stopped asking for tickets at the gate, and they just started letting in the wandering people that were around the area. It's a Waste Management Open. It's right in like the biggest
Ugh.
part of North Scottsdale too, right? So it's like there's tons of people in that area anyway.
Great.
And it went berserk. Like there's people throwing stuff and hooting and hollering and costumes and it. But they also said that it was because there were large parts of the golf course where
That
they
were
would
flooded.
normally have general admission tickets
Yep.
that were muddy from the rain, so they were having to corral the entire populace of people around the tee boxes and stuff where it was dry, and they had bleachers and things, and that's where the golfers are, right? When normally those people would have been along the fairway.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
Kind of
would have
sure
only-
this tournament I've gone to it multiple times over the years, and it is extremely fun. This was not that. This was completely different than anything that's ever happened at this tournament, and it was an absolute mess. Had been rainy. We had like a way more rain than normal at this time of year, and it was muddy. People were getting extremely intoxicated
That's like
and
really
sliding
ridiculous.
down the hills in the mud. I mean, there are videos all over about, you know, where you see people walking like, and they can't walk straight because they are so beyond intoxicated.
I saw a film that said first dad down, and it was a dude puking his guts up. It was horrible.
Oh my
Just-
gosh.
It was horrible.
I'm gonna enjoy
An
myself with
embarrassment of
some media.
humanity. It was terrible.
some.
It looked like insert concert name here.
Yeah.
You know, and it was golf. And the PGA golfers were all pissed off.
The golfers were mad, and I mean, because this is their job, and it's, you know, their performance in tournaments like this matters.
Well, and there are rules when being at the thing that you have to keep the tee quiet, right? We all have heard this over the years.
There's one hole, the 16th hole is known as like the party hole, and it's got a stadium seating around it that they put up. And that's the one where everybody knows, but that's the reason why Tiger Woods doesn't play in this tournament anymore, is because of that
Hole?
Yeah. Because they're loud and they throw things and they heckle, and that's like, they've got like bars at this hole, and it's fun, but it's a mess. And this year was just an absolute nightmare.
I bet he was looking at it being like, see, that's why I don't, then
That's
that is
why
why
you
I
don't go
And
there.
there have been other golfers that have said this is the last time they'll play in it.
Turns out a prestigious event no longer becomes prestigious when everybody decides, I'm not going to go
Exactly.
because
it always has been a
Mhm.
big social event, more so than anything. It's very common that people go there that don't care a lick about golf. I mean, I've been to it, for crying out loud. I don't care about golf. Because it's fun, you know, it is. It's fun, it's social.
It's a big social event.
Yeah. Great people watching. Normally this I wouldn't have enjoyed watching all the drunk people. So yeah, it was pretty sad actually that something that was once really
Well, and it
cool
was also
fun
because
is-
like it had been rained out so
Yeah.
much, so the event that was supposed to take place over a lot of days,
Had
like
been
all was
canceled
trying
or
to cram
pushed
into like
back,
the very
yeah.
end
Yep.
because of the I don't know that it was unseasonal. It's just it was a big rainstorm.
It doesn't usually rain at that event, and it's always that weekend. So yeah, the rain at the week around it was unusual.
that's crazy. I didn't realize that it was this last weekend.
Yeah, same. I was
Mhm.
surprised that it was on Super Bowl weekend,
It's always on.
but the
Super
Super Bowl
weekend.
always moves, right?
No, but it's always the same weekend as the Super Bowl.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I wonder why they do that. That's really odd.
Is the Super Bowl always on the same date?
No, but it's always around the same time.
Huh.
Second Sunday of February, said Hairdo.
The Super Bowl is?
I'm very pleased with my progress on this today. I was not happy with where the face was at yesterday. Today,
Looks good.
I am feeling much better about it.
Super Bowl's been here a few times. The Super Bowl was here the year that Jason and I met, and that's why we had to change the location of our first date.
Oh, because it was a Super Bowl party.
Yeah, Jen and I have always, it started that first night we met, and it has always remained the same. We're just like, let's go here. And we don't even think about calling ahead or figuring out if it's open. And we've shown up to places where it's like, oh, they're closed tonight.
Yeah.
Like we've gone to the Mexican restaurant that's closed on Monday on a Monday, you know, the Chinese restaurant that's closed on a Saturday. And so we wound up at this restaurant that was out by her, and it was reserved by a company for a Super Bowl party for their employees.
Well, it wasn't by me. It was in Tempe, which was like in the middle of.
Oh, that's true. Closer to you. Well, no, I guess not.
Yeah,
actually.
it was like in the middle.
Because by that, well, no. Because I was living over on 30th and Thomas at the time. Yeah, still kind of in the middle.
No, it had been booked for a private event. So it was closed to the public, but they probably made a lot more money on the private event than.
Yeah, I
Alright,
mean, if
I'm
you
going
get a
to lock
restaurant
up, I'll be
buyout,
right back.
that's easy. They always take the restaurant buyout. Restaurant buyouts are great. They're always going to
I
take
mean,
those
a ton of
buyouts.
restaurants don't allow that to happen.
Buyouts?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bad for business. Too easy to lose a customer instantaneously for.
Yeah.
But it's an event-oriented restaurant, so.
Yeah. So it's common.
And that particular one has all those rooms for like weddings and stuff.
Oh, really?
Jen took off, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that particular one had, or does have still, a lot of like side rooms where they do weddings and events and things like that. So it's kind of made different than the one out here that we go to now.
Getting all the leather done on the lion.
I'm just getting everything base coated. It's very odd because I think this pistol holder has a Raven Guard symbol on it. I wonder why.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's got the, not Raven Guard, the Raven Wing
Oh,
logo from the
Oh, it does.
Dark Angels.
interesting.
I
Does he
mean,
have
I
any
guess he's their
specific-
Primarch, so you should have all sorts of logos on him, but odd. Came back. He'd been wandering around the woods naked, so they just gave him whatever they could find. Put this on, Lord. Your items are, your doodanglies are showing.
Your doodanglies are showing. Excuse me, lion.
Hey,
You
somebody
are in
likes
fact
us.
showing too many dangly bits. We need you to show some class.
I
sir.
am currently using Warm Brown, Rat King. Before that, I was using Dark Umber on the browns. But for the leather, I'm using Warm Brown from the Ninjon set. And then I was using Dark Umber on the base coat. I'm just putting base coats on everything because I'm at that point where now all of the work that I'm doing is just tying up details and all the odds and ends that are around, you know, back of the shield, bottom of the
Bits
foot,
and bobs, odds and ends.
hilt of the sword, all that kind of crap. Gun on his hip. And I'm continually finding stuff that, you know, he's not like the most gribbly model with all the stuff that's on him, but he does have like stuff like, you know, this purity seal and random spot on end of pistol holster that I missed. So going in and spending time at this point of the model to just put a base coat color on everything helps me to just track all the things I have left. It's kind of like taking an inventory of the end of the model. Got to finish the fur on the top here, all that kind of stuff.
I'm glad you finally got around to putting that guy together. I know you were talking to painting him a while ago. You just kind of been hanging out.
I hate building models. So he sat on my desk for a couple months because I was like, ugh, I
Don't
don't like to
this.
build stuff anymore. What a waste of my time. I really hate it. You find that making a list of things to be painted helps you? Yeah, whatever works. I would never remember to look at my list.
Neither would I, to be honest.
Rat King, that's what we're here for. Feel free to ask all the questions. The goal of our stream, even though we are a manufacturer, we manufacture the paints that you'll see us using, the paints and brushes. We make Acryl, monumenthobbies.com. So all the paints you see me using and Jordan using over there are our own. But if you have questions just about techniques in general as a new painter especially, never hesitate to ask. Our whole goal with this stream is just to help you become more confident in painting in general, regardless of what tools you're using. So we'll speak, or at least try to speak in terms that will cover the bases no matter what you got. Don't sweat it. Thank you, Nick. I don't like building them anymore. Nah. I've been doing this for like over 45 years, so the building part is what has dried up for me because I really just like the kind of mental focus and kind of what would you call it, the meditation that painting brings me. And building models does not bring me that. It just really doesn't. So. The other streamer you watch uses your stuff. You guess he's probably contracted to you or something. We have a program for affiliates. We don't really we contract with like our signature artists, like Ninjan, Vince Venturella, people like that who have like signature colors through our line. But we don't have like, you know, hard, fast rules. We like people to be able to use what the tool that they like to use. The more of our stuff they use is awesome. So we have a ton of affiliates and people that use our stuff across the internet. You'll probably see us around. Game Billy says, thinking about your lawyer's house, and that can mean he's good at law or he's good at business. And I'm going to assume it's both. You're good at law. Thankfully, you have partners who know what they're doing with business. Yeah, I mean, you got to be good at both, right? Lawyers still have to sell themselves. Unfortunately, some of them have to sell themselves too readily, like all the ambulance chasers in our town and every other town. You can't go 10 feet in Phoenix in our area without seeing a billboard for some new ambulance chasing attorney. You should have your stream set up within the month. You should have your stream set up within the month. New PCs and pieces still, and you're figuring out desk and lights. Awesome.
Nice. Very cool.
Ghost Hunter, your lawyer's John Morgan. He's good at making commercials. We have a lot of those here. I remember when I lived in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I lived downtown Allentown, and it was right next to the big courthouse and the main jail, or the city jail area. And so there were signs for bail bondsmen and attorneys all over that place. You know, need an out? Call Stout. And it'd be like, Benjamin Stout, attorney at law. You know?
Need an out?
Need an out? Call Stout. I was like, that's some advertising right there. Commit a crime?
Call one more time.
Did you see this from Rat King that says, I don't know what the guy on the right side is doing, but I'm loving how it's turning out?
Yeah. Yeah, Rat King's new here. He's been asked some good questions. Yeah, that's Jordan. Jordan's doing non-metallic metal on an entire golden robot. So his gold and silver are coming out really nice.
If you like that robot, we know where you can get it.
At the store link.
It is available at monumenthobbies.com.
And if you have questions to try and help understand what I'm doing, feel free to let me know.
Don't ask, because he doesn't know. He sold his soul to the devil. He's just going to tell you. He's just going to tell you to travel to a crossroads in the middle of Kansas and play a violin, and all of a sudden a devil will show up, and you'll get better at painting.
So I'm also the Ruben of miniature painting, then.
Yes, basically. Ruben sold his soul to roll better dice. You chose painting. I think you probably chose the better thing, but still a little iffy.
I don't know. Your mileage may vary on the dice thing. If you go to casinos, you might be doing all right.
Oh, I guess so. I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah.
That was not where my brain went first. Yeah, what was your superpower? Counting cards. Thanks. Not very flashy.
That's working for me. This is the most dedicated non-metallic metal I think I've ever done on one model.
Awesome.
It's a lot.
You're spending a lot of time on it.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, this is going pretty fast. Like, this is, we're at what, 7-9 hours maybe? Which is pretty fast for one of these. The model's like A third of the way done. Ooh.
No yawning. No dancing, no singing, no yawning.
JP Gray spent 2 days driving from Houston to Charlotte, North Carolina. Why would you do that?
Why? Yeah, why? Why?
Did you do it in the Poke Van?
Oh, were you breaking in the Pokevan?
There was a large Pokemon show. They went to the Pokemon Nerd Show.
In Charlotte, North Carolina? There was a Pokemon show?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh,
I'm
I
talking
thought
like
you
I know.
knew
I have no
this.
idea. I'm assuming that's what
Like,
his answer is
what?
going to be, is all. I'm getting out in front of the answer there.
Game Delay's asking the right question. Jordan is like this with no soul. What was he like before? Exactly. You wouldn't have been able to handle me before.
Pokevan has now been cross country. Well, not really. I mean, that's not really across the whole country. That's all in the South.
He did at least start in Houston. That's a long way. So,
Yeah, but
not cross country.
that's just because Texas is big. Fun fact, in Zambi's stream, the word yawn, yawning, etc. are banned.
But why?
Did you say but why?
But why?
Well, because they're contagious.
Yeah.
You talk about yawning enough, people are going to yawn.
Stop it, because you're going to make
Yeah.
me do it.
You've already been doing it.
I'm big on the sympathetic yawns.
I don't understand this. Christofferson said, if you don't eat your meat, you can't be yawning. How can you be yawning if you don't eat your meat?
I'm sorry?
Is that a...
I'm sorry?
Is
Would
that
you
a
turn
song?
Canadian?
Is that a... What is that?
What's that? Bad Pink Floyd reference.
Oh, that's Pink Floyd from The Wall. Oh, okay.
Can't have your pudding if you don't eat your
Oh,
meat.
they all know this. I don't know
If
this.
you don't eat
okay.
your meat, you can't have your pudding.
I know that if you, isn't it Pink Floyd The Wall, that if you turn it on at the same time as the beginning of Wizard of Oz, they're like synced? Or is that a different album that I'm thinking of?
I don't remember, but maybe? Now you want pudding. Chuck, at first you wanted brownies.
I don't know where Lake Isabella is. So no.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Okay. Oh, I've been to Kern County. I did work there, but no, I didn't live there.
Rat King, you have a question? If you know what the teams are? What do you mean? Teams. What teams?
But here, do you like Bakersfield? That's where I've been. But didn't live there. What kill team should I get to paint next in 40K?
Oh, Kill Team. What do you like?
Yeah, that's the real question. What do you like?
We're big fans of what we call rule of cool, right? Because we believe that if you pick models you like, your painting journey with those models will be a lot better in most cases. It doesn't mean you might still not get frustrated or hung up or whatever, but I always like starting from that point of, I really think these are cool. You know, you see me do it all the time. I don't use any of these models for anything. You know, I mean, I have to play Zambies at Warcry, and so these models came out, and I was like, these models are rad. So I got these models and painted them up.
When is that game happening again?
Huh? At
When is it?
Adepticon.
At Adepticon, okay.
So, you know, and it was just rule of cool. And I had a lot more fun painting those than trying to look through and pick a team based on who's the best and points and all that. Because I usually find that if I go with like how they play in the game, it usually points me towards something that I might 50-50 like or not at all. So I just grab what I dig. So if you like, somebody's saying Kroot, T. Schmidt, I'm with you on that one. I have really enjoyed some of the new Kroot models they got coming out. These look really, really awesome. Rod says the answer is always orcs, because orcs are the best.
Sounds like a personal problem.
You've been hearing that from Awkwardish Panda that Nurgle is the happiest chaos god. He's always laughing. He's always laughing. The Nurgle guys are always smiling.
Are you selling tickets to the game with Zambies?
We've been talking about doing things with the game that will help Zambi's channel out, and so we might do some cross promotion as we get much closer to AdeptCon, a couple weeks away. That's hard to say that it's that close. Where we'll do something where people can like support her channel and either buy me or her rerolls and like
awesome.
custom rerolls, so that we can have advantages. You know, who likes me more? I'll get more advantage. That kind of stuff. So we'll find out something fun. The only one that you want to get badly is the Space Clowns. Space Clowns?
Oh,
Harlequins?
Harlequins.
The Eldar Harlequins? The Dancing Troops? Jade, take it easy. Nurgle just wants you to be the best you can be by dying and then being born again.
Bye, Jade.
Yeah, the Harlequins are cool. Space elf dancing crews. They're like street dancers. But yeah, if like I said, Rule of Cool is your thing. If that's what you like the look of, get them. And I mean, that even to some extent, because the way most of these games are, I dread to say balanced, people laugh at me. They're not very balanced, but they usually are done to where it keeps win rates in most games. I don't know Kill Team, because it's a totally different game. But keeps like win percentages within a band of like 45 to 55% is their goal, so that everything can play everything. So you don't have like hard stops, you know. So even getting a army that isn't very great, if you're really excited about them and you learn their rules, you still have a chance to win and play at a competitive state if that's your goal. I don't know. I just paint. I don't really care. Wrecking said, Kill Team is definitely not balanced.
Punisher, that was my question.
Do serious people actually play Harlequins? I mean, they were pretty big in like 9th edition, right? They had ridiculous guns that would like take out tanks with a pistol from your normal dude.
Really not quite Eldar.
And Kill Team, from everything I hear, is definitely built around shooting. So Harlequins have good shooting. You don't play often, you mostly just want to paint and put them together. Yeah, then pick what you think is cool. You're in the best spot. Every model is a valid model when you enjoy the painting and building part of the hobby as your main focus. Everything, right? You can pick up any model and be like, I want to paint that. What game's it for? No clue.
Yeah,
Don't even
doesn't
know.
matter.
Never seen it before. I'm excited to paint it. And that's perfect. They're doing work on your van in the Carolinas? What in the world did you have to take your van to the Carolinas for? That couldn't be done in Texas. JP, you're insane.
JP, you are insane.
Like, I'm literally, you need to learn how to use Google. Hydraulics and speaker setup. He's getting some donk-a-donk.
Donk-a-donk.
It's gonna be the Pokemon donk-a-donk van. Pikachu stuck in the radiator.
Hydraulics. The Pokevan.
I would love to see it, like hydraulics and a bumping system. He's like doing that perched riding on 3 wheels thing with one wheel up in the air in the Pokevan
Gosh.
by the junior high.
Please make
Please,
that be a
no.
thing. Just say it is, even if it's not.
Yeah, JP, just
for
lie.
the joy.
We'll have a renewed vigor for the Pokevan after that. Hydraulics and a speaker setup. He's going to be out there on the lowrider end of the thing, like bouncing the front of the
Yeah.
Pokevan.
Pimp my Pokevan.
Did you say pimp my Pokevan?
It's not a thing, but it's a thing.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
so good.
Too much. Oh, all right.
We're
What
out
are
of
you
here.
guys doing? Are you
We're leaving.
Yeah,
Done?
I'm
Okay.
on a good stopping point right now.
The Poke Slammed. It's Poke Slam. Bail money is an advertising expense. Drive that sucker by all the schools.
Oh,
Bail money is just part of your marketing. We've got a bail bondsman and an attorney on retainer as part of our marketing spiel, so we can drive the slammed Poke van by elementary schools all day long.
Oh gosh, the slammed Poke van. Oh, thanks everybody for joining us today. I had a blast. I hope you all had a blast as well. Make sure you throw us a follow.
Ghost Hunters beat you to it. Over 3,000 amazing artists and me.
yeah. Ghost Hunter's just gonna do the Discord bit of the outro every single time.
That's his shtick.
So just in case you're not familiar with the inside joke, you guys should check out our Discord because it's amazing. It's got thousands and thousands and thousands of amazing artists and Ghost Hunter.
And Ghost Hunter.
but you're not going to get a notification every time someone says something, much
No.
to Lumberjack Tim's dismay.
Oh,
We finished Heine.
we finished Heine. Heine's El Dunzos.
Back on the lion.
But thank you guys so much for being here today.
Sure.
We're going to close on out here with some links that Jen's thrown up. We got the store link and the FLGS link, which is a great place for you to get all of the fantastic paints that we have been using on stream today, which are our wonderful Acryl paints made by us here in Arizona, Monument Hobbies. FLGS is also a great place for you to find local game stores near you, especially if you're out of the country and it's more expensive and or difficult to get stuff shipped from the US. So check out that link. We also have our wonderful YouTube link that we have not talked about yet, which is full of all of our shorts and stream re-uploads. All of our streams, if you want to catch old ones or you want to catch stuff where we started on Heine or started on the robot, things like that, you can go check out all of our old streams on YouTube. We also put up all of our shorts and all of our long-form video tutorial content on there as well.
Earning his paycheck with his radio voice.
Make sure you drop a follow. We stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. It is 4:20 right now, so check your clock. You can figure out what the time delay is there for you guys. We're going to find somebody to raid, and make sure you hang out and join us.
See you, Chronic.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Toast
Take it easy,
says,
everybody.
Don't eat the paint. Listen to the mini toast. Don't eat the paint.
We'll see you back here tomorrow, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.